Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another award show audit. How y'all doing?
Yes. Welcome to one of the last award show audits.
Ooh. Sup? Sup, boy? Also, apologies for my noisy chair. I'm in an old wooden chair right now, and it might make some noises, but I apologize.
Are you in the special location that you showed me the other day?
I am, yeah.
Nice.
But I'm not in the computer chair. I'm in the wooden chair because I was
You
too lazy
guys,
to move the computer chair.
Shadow has a pro MLG setup.
I really do. It's
Twitch
called
streamers wish they had what Shadow
Yeah,
has.
it's called a dining room table.
Yeah, but you're mere feet away from making pizza bagels at any moment.
I
so.
am. I could literally get up. Dude, I can do everything. I'm basically in the middle of my entire room. I can go to the fridge. It's like 3 feet away. My television's 3 feet away. My cat's 3 feet away. Like, I've got everything I
You're so
need.
powerful.
I am. The only thing I'm not near is a bathroom. I got to go upstairs for that. But other than that, yeah.
You don't have a bathroom on that floor?
Nope, it's upstairs.
Oh, man.
Yep.
All right, welcome. Just give everyone a few minutes to get
File
in here,
in, take your seats in the theater.
and then we'll explain what exactly we're doing today.
Yeah. Are you wearing
So-
your Gendy shirt for this special occasion?
No,
Oh, he's got that framed above his bed.
Dude,
he goes to
I
sleep every
might-
night looking right into Gendy's eyes.
I might frame that.
You should. It's a memento of the show.
Oh man. All right. Well. Happy...
Derek Foxwit, you're gonna be sorely disappointed.
Oh god. Happy April.
Happy April, everyone. Yep.
How you feeling? Because you were sick last week.
Yeah, we were supposed to do this stream last week, but I ended up getting sick again. Luckily, I'm pretty much fully recovered. I have like a slight stuffy nose that I'm sure will be gone in the next day or two, but yeah, last week...
Did you say stubby nose?
Stuffy nose.
No, you said stubby nose.
Oh, okay.
You guys don't know this, but Shadow's got a condition known as micro nose.
Oh dear. No, it wasn't COVID, thankfully.
Yeah.
I think it was just some random minor cold, because basically I just had a sore throat and I sounded congested, so I would have sounded horrible for the stream. And
Yeah. Are you getting the new Lego Star Wars game?
Bro, I literally have it. It is on my coffee table, 3 feet away from me, and I got the deluxe edition for the PS5, and I cannot wait to play it. It looks so good. I can't wait. That's actually where I was when I messaged you a little bit ago, Pi. It's coming back from getting the game, so. But
Shadow was almost late this week because he had to get his Lego game.
Dude, it is the game. It is the Lego game to be playing, man.
So what is it? It's all 9?
It is all 9 plus like extra content beyond that. There's like some Clone Wars stuff, some Mandalorian stuff. There's
Are they gonna do another trilogy of all the spin-off movies?
I don't know. They have like like they have as part of the deluxe edition. I think you can purchase it if you just have the standard version. But they have like skins of like or characters of Mandalorian, Clone Wars. I'm pretty sure they have some Rogue One and Solo stuff in there too.
Can you play as Gendy?
I don't know about that.
Actually, there's a custom character maker, isn't there?
No, that's one of the very few features that did not come back from previous Lego games. Yeah, there is no create your own custom character in this game. It's like one of the very, very minor things that isn't in the game, but everything else is like there. Oh my gosh. The game's been delayed over 2 years' time, but you can tell the delays are worth it if you look at like just how much stuff is in this game and how structured it is, and I can't wait.
You can play as Yaddle?
Yeah!
What's my favorite and least favorite Humongous Entertainment games?
Ooh, yeah, what's yours? I'm curious.
Humongous Entertainment.
You might
My
have heard
favorite-
of that before, I don't know.
My favorite is a little number called Pajama Sam. Actually, I don't know which of the Pajama Sam games. I'd probably have to replay them. I feel like I probably played the first one the most.
Mm-hmm. I did too. The first one was the one I have the most time in.
Although honestly, I think my favorite was the second one. I just like the locations. As a kid, I spent a long time on some of those puzzles.
Mm-hmm.
I was not very smart. No. I don't know. Isn't there there's like a puzzle where you have to stack boxes in like
in the basement of the warehouse. Yep.
Yeah, and that one for some reason got me as a kid. But yeah. Yep. Oh, all right. You know what? Thank you for the super chat dead account.
Here we go. It's related.
Listen. This has been talked to death, so let's not belabor this.
Yeah, Victorious was a pretty good show. I never really visited the slap.com, but
oh gosh. Okay. The slap. So, probably the most significant thing to happen on an award show in 20 years.
Yep. That's not an exaggeration.
No, all I have to say, violence is never the answer. I guess if you're watching this in the future, we're talking about Will Smith smacking Chris Rock for making a joke about his wife being bald because of alopecia. Although he may or may not known that it was because of alopecia. But yeah, no, violence is not okay. The way he did it was kind of creepy too, because like, kind of walked up like he was just gonna take the mic. Like, I don't know. I don't appreciate violence. You could debate whether the joke was insensitive or not. I don't really think it was, or if it was no more insensitive than most jokes told. So, yeah, but it felt kind of scripted. I don't like when people say that because that's just not true. There's no way that Will Smith would hurt his reputation for Oscars ratings. I also don't believe that he would have cursed because they had to like mute it, if they were going to stage an event. I feel like they would have done it, without something they'd have to bleep or censor.
Yeah.
Like, I think, I don't know. I could see why someone might think that, but I think that's kind of a silly take because Will Smith has, like, his whole persona is that he's wholesome and he doesn't curse in his raps and he's, Mr. Everyman. But, going up and smacking a comedian on stage in the middle of an award show is certainly not that reputation, and then cursing at him. So, yeah, that,
yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
With the context of Jada having an autoimmune disorder causing the hair loss, the joke felt kind of gross. But do you know that Chris Rock knew that? And also, like, I don't know, he's a comedian. You could also say that it's, like, Will Smith certainly could have gone up there and grandstanded about how it was an appropriate joke or something, and people would probably be on his side, but just, you lose all credibility when you use violence. That's just never okay. That's really basically it. And then, I mean, on top of just not being fair to Chris Rock, it also just wasn't fair to anyone else there. We make fun of award shows a lot, but for people in the industry, a lot of people work hard to get there and to get recognized, and none of their validation or none of that will be talked about, really. Yeah. Like, no one is talking about anything other than that. Will Smith also, like, from his perspective, he just kind of told the world exactly what to say to trigger him. He just told all the trolls on the internet exactly what to tweet at him to annoy him and to upset his wife. Like, and that's just not really a wise thing to do when the internet exists, but
yep.
Yeah. Also, like, the I don't know who G.I. Jane even is. Like, if Will Smith didn't do anything, the whole thing would have gone completely, like, over my head. Not that I would have watched it. I would have never even seen it, I guess, if
and no one would be talking about it right now.
Yeah.
And his reputation wouldn't be hanging by a thread and all that other stuff. Yeah.
I bet he wishes that he could do a rewind time.
Oh my gosh. That's not hot. That's not hot.
Anyway, welcome to the award show audit number 44, the first of our 3-part finale that's taking place at our usual time over the next 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
on this episode, we are going to be taking a look back at all of the hour or more category, the long form category, whatever you want to call it. We are going to be taking a look back at all of those and putting them on a tier list based on a few tiers that we'll talk about when it's up on screen, hopefully soon.
Yeah, I just put it over right now.
Nice. We're going to put them on a tier list. And so that's about it. I'm sure you know what a tier list is. Everyone does. If you want to play along, Shadow, can you pop that link in the Discord?
Yep, I can put it in the stream chat if you want.
No, put it in the Discord.
Okay, you gotta join the Discord server then.
You can put it in the stream chat too if you want. But it'll be easier seen, I think, in the Discord. Okay. So you can rank along at home with us.
I put it in the live show discussion channel.
Nice.
So. All right.
Okay.
So yeah, in the Discord, and I will also put it in the chat under Pie's name. But there you go.
Cool.
So there is the link to the tier list if you guys want to follow along or make your own ranking if you watched them all, or whatever you guys want to do.
Wait, can I pin that? I can pin that. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
How about that? All right. So, here is our 6 rankings.
Oh boy.
We thought about this for years. Shadow, why is it off center? I'm demand sorry. Perfection.
Okay, I'll fix it. I'll fix it.
No. Okay, so we have 6 tiers here. Tier number 1, the very top tier is most award worthy. This goes to the things that we think are award worthy and are just like the best of the best. I don't know how many things on this list are going to qualify, but
yep.
But yeah, there's that. Then there's the just plain award worthy category. We think are just good, deserve the award, solid, great. And then the next one is deserved by technicality.
Yeah.
Which are things that we think are worth an award, but maybe we don't particularly like. Things, again, maybe nothing in this group, but when we get to the half hour next week, there might be like episodes that tackle a serious subject matter that maybe we weren't a huge fan of, but we acknowledge that they did a bold thing by acknowledging the subject matter, etc., etc. Then we have the tiers that are not award worthy. We have a good, just for good episodes. We don't think they're award worthy. They're just good. We have a meh tier for middle of the road stuff. We have, what did you title that last one?
Yikes.
We have a yikes tier.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite words. Yikes.
And then we have a disqualified tier for reasons you'll see soon.
Yeah.
No, there's not going to be a dinosaur tier because some of the dinosaur stuff falls in various tiers. Not all dinosaur documentaries are the same.
No, they're not.
Gosh darn it.
We watched all of them, and we can definitely say that with certainty. I'm not proud of it, but we can.
All right, and we have the order is in regular chronological order.
Correct. So we're starting with 1991 and working our way up to 2009, as opposed to going backwards. So.
All right. So, first up, we got Tailspin.
Yeah.
Plunder and Lightning?
Yep, correct.
All right. That was a guess. I mean, it was only a few weeks ago that we saw this one.
Mm-hmm.
Now, note, we did not rewatch any of these, but I did pull up the Wikipedia pages for the documentaries so we can keep them straight.
Yep.
But yeah, what's your? And we also didn't rewatch our opinions, so we might contradict things that we said back then. I don't know. But we're judging it. We're judging it based upon how we feel about it now. So, Tailspin. Oh, and just of note, when we say award worthy in this context, we just mean in general, because like Tailspin didn't go against anything, so of course it was the most worthy of that year's nominees because it was the only one.
Yep. Yeah, this is we're kind of talking in general terms. So just because something won one year, I mean, it could go anywhere on here, or vice versa. So.
Yes. Yeah. What's your feeling on this one?
Good, but not good enough. That's where I'd put it. I'm gonna be honest. It was good. I don't really.
Yeah,
think
So,
it's
I mean,
award worthy though. But
what it had going for it, it had some good plane animations. Like I think that was interesting. It had, I guess, a more ambitious story than just a half-hour cartoon, right? It was a 5-parter.
it had some songs in there. It was kind of a musical.
I don't know if that's a point to consider, though. I like musicals, but and we might bump things up or down as we go along with this list. We're just feeling it out here, so I don't know. Yeah, I'm thinking good, but not good enough. I think there is some good animation stuff in here. It's just not good enough. I don't think they did enough. A lot of it still falls in that like kids show writing where all the characters are kind of stupid. They do stupid things. They fall for stupid plans.
Yep.
It's just like a little bit held back by the kind of show that it is. But it, you can see some glimmers of something a little bigger, a little more mature. I like that they kind of gave Baloo like a bit of a character arc where he's like kind of an alone bachelor and he learns to, adopt the kid and then, accept this lady into his life.
Yeah. It's definitely got an interesting concept going for it. It's not something you really expect given the Jungle Book.
You got Shere Khan in a suit?
Yeah, Shere Khan was great. I definitely enjoyed him. The violence was surprisingly prevalent throughout the entire thing. It was very shocking to see from a Disney afternoon show.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Willows in Winter. I think meh.
Yeah. I don't know. This one.
Nah, this was
we
weird.
really did not connect with this one at all. The characters, I guess I could say, were not. No, I wasn't fond of any of them. The story was all over the place, and it relied on you knowing what happened before. But yeah, it was interesting. Yeah,
that's about what I have to say. I mean, like, some of the art and animation was very dodgy. Some of it was all right. Again, the plane looked pretty good.
Yep.
But it was dodgy. The story really was a bit all over the place. It's just like, yeah, no, big no.
Yep. Not to derail the conversation, but I do think this is relevant.
Oh boy!
Did you realize there's going to be a new dinosaur documentary series, Pie? Did you hear about that?
Yeah, you told me about it.
Yeah, aren't you excited? Aren't you so thrilled now that we're a part of this?
Coming to Apple TV.
Yep.
Well, good. Now that I'll watch it.
Now that we're in now that we are aficionados in the dinosaur documentary fandom, Pie, we're almost obligated to talk about it when it comes out.
Martin Luther King Jr.
Okay, yes. Is it my friend or our friend?
No, it's our friend Martin. Stop trying to monopolize Martin. He's ours.
Wait, it's our.
Everyone's.
I thought it was my, and we kept saying it was our.
No, it's our friend Martin.
Our friend Martin. Okay. Chat, can you please confirm? I don't remember.
Gosh. He's all of our friends.
Okay, I'm sorry. My friend Dinosaur. No. Our friend Martin. Okay.
Yes,
okay.
Thank you.
All right, I got you guys. Thank you.
Stop monopolizing.
Look, it's a Mandela effect. I can't help it.
Multiple people travel back in time to be friends with him.
Listen, when I was in 3rd grade and I watched this movie, I thought it was my friend, and I guess it just stuck with me ever since.
Well, you know what, Shadow? You know what?
What?
You're white. All right, moving on. So,
dang,
I got you.
You did. I mean, how am I? How am I supposed to argue against that? Yeah. So, spoiler: Shadow's white. All right, let's move on. Sorry, guys. I know, big surprise. Was it that hard to tell? Anyways.
I think you're thinking of like My Friend Martian or my friend Mark. Isn't there like a My Friend something? My Pet Monster maybe? I don't know. Anyway, let's move on.
Okay. Our friend Martin
Oh yeah, we still gotta rank it.
Yes, we do.
I think it goes in the award bracket
I do too.
for sure, just on the base of its subject matter. But do we want to give it award worthy or deserved by technicality?
Well, let's see. So
Or the top tier. I think just plain award worthy.
yeah, and I'd make the argument for that being that
Yeah.
it has a great cast.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the people that provided voices and played roles for this special were they did a fantastic job. It definitely covers an important subject matter, and it doesn't really shy away from it too much. I also thought it was interesting how it incorporated real-world footage and aspects into the animated segments to kind of pull in that true, real historical context within this work of fiction.
I'm sorry, Janora. Why, Martin? Why?
No.
Why is Martin our friend? Why, Charlie Brown?
No. But yeah,
Todd McFarlane's Martin.
Yeah, Todd McFarlane. No. Oh man.
Martin Luther King's Spawn.
Yeah. Right.
Actually, I think Martin Luther King's Spawn is in the special. Didn't his son have a?
Yes.
Maybe it was his nephew.
I believe his son and daughter were both in it.
Yeah.
But
okay.
Yeah, no, I think the special has a lot going for it, and it still holds up today. I know. Yeah. You could definitely say the music at the end's a little corny, but I think
when you say it holds up as a product of the 90s.
Yes. Yes.
You certainly know it's a product of the 90s.
Yes.
It is not like you watch this and you're like, wow, that could be made yesterday. No, it is very, very 90s.
No, but in terms of the subject matter that it discusses and the story that it tells, like, you can definitely tell it's set in the 90s, but it's definitely covering a subject that is still in many ways relevant to this day.
Definitely.
I think it's award worthy. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's a little corny. Like it doesn't deserve the top spot because it's goofy. It's got like a weird story that, like the end where they go in time and everyone's like racist and I don't know. It like the whole thing doesn't come together. If it was about anything else, if it was just like, I don't know, about the importance of eating vegetables, or if it was maybe even about another historical figure, it would just kind of come off as weird. But Martin Luther King is a very important figure, and his story is important, and they despite some of the weirdness in this, they still treat Martin Luther King Jr. with the respect that he deserves. They don't turn him into a cartoon character. Well, they do literally, but they don't,
Yeah.
No. So I think it's an important message, and for what it's worth, I think some of the goofiness is entertaining. I think just the weirdness of like, yeah, they travel back in time via, what was it, turning a watch back. Yeah. And like they throw around a baseball with Martin Luther King Jr.
Yep.
It's So. Oh, and then how about the teacher that had a crush on Martin?
Oh yeah, that was a little weird. That was strange.
Oh man, yeah. Okay. So, definitely, I feel pretty comfortable putting it there.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I do too. All right, next up, Todd McFarlane's Spawn.
Oh, award by technicality.
Ooh.
That's my immediate feeling.
That's the thing.
The art is beautiful. It is like so good. It looks better than most like cartoons now, And this is 1999. Like
97.
It looks
99. You're right. My bad.
It looks. I have it pulled up. It looks really good. Like I think it looks really good, and just on the art alone. But the writing is just so cringy. Todd McFarlane is a cringy man. I'm sorry, Todd, but your soliloquies at the beginning of these are cringe.
I mean, I thought the set that he walked around was kind of cool.
No, it's pure cringe. He was walking around like a props, like the props department.
It wasn't even the department. It was the basement underneath the store.
Oh man.
I would agree. I'd say like the animation, the style, the atmosphere that it creates, they're all fantastic, but it was definitely kind of a drag to sit through.
It's gross. The story is gross and hard to follow.
Why is
Yeah.
everyone in the chat just memeing about our friends? That's
I think
all the chat is.
someone mentioned. By the way, I do like some of Todd McFarlane's work. I was actually reading some of his run on Venom. But I think it comes off as cringy in this at least. But no, someone mentioned what is it? My Favorite Martian might be what you're thinking of.
Oh. I thought that was your favorite Martian.
You would, because you're wrong all the time.
Am I though? Is it my? I could have sworn it was your favorite.
Shadow, respect.
That's that Ray William Johnson thing, right? Dude, I don't know anymore.
Ray William Johnson has
I don't know anymore.
He's got a fantastic. Oh gosh, I'd
look it up, but I don't want to move away from the tier list. I don't know anymore, guys. This has broken me. I can't.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Award by technicality, though. Yes, I would say so.
So I think it's a good use of award by technicality because it's got one thing. Based on that one thing, I think it deserves an award. But do I like it as a whole? No, I do not.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to really watch it again. But
yeah, no, I certainly don't either. Yeah. And Keith David, the voice acting was also really fantastic.
Yep.
Everything but the writing. Okay. Up next.
Okay. All of the other reindeer. Well, if it was just me on this show right now, I would create an entirely separate tier above most award worthy.
Oh my god!
Because
here's the thing: we have to agree. We have to agree, and if we can't agree, then I guess chat's gonna be the deciding factor.
Well, if it were me, I would say most award worthy. But I know Pi feels a little differently.
Are you memeing or are you being serious?
No, I'm being serious because I think as far as what all of the other reindeer does in terms of animation, it is one of the most unique 3D animated films to exist still to this very day.
Sorry, people are still talking about.
I know they are. I'm trying to ignore it, but I just keep reading all the comments.
I can't even sing any lines from any of his songs that are stuck in my head because all of them are offensive.
I just people are clarifying for me that your favorite Martian is the Ray William Johnson band, which is what I was remembering. But my favorite Martian is a completely separrait thing that was a Disney TV show.
I can't remember the name of my grandkids, but I can remember
this random YouTuber's band from 12 years ago.
It's like more than that.
Yeah, it's like 2007 or whatever. But
bro, this month I'm gonna be on YouTube 14 years.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, but
anyway.
yes, back to my argument. I do think that All of the Other Reindeer is genuinely one of the most unique animated films still to this day. It's a very interesting way to adapt a children's storybook into a full animated film, made for TV, of course. It's got Matt Groening behind it. They've got a pretty good cast. I think Dan Castellaneta and Joe Pantoliano absolutely steal the show. Drew Barrymore is an unexpected but interesting choice for Olive. I think she's okay, but I really think that Martini and the mailman are the two best characters by far. The songs, aside from one in the middle, are all pretty catchy and memorable. It's got that going for it. As we know, a lot of holiday specials like to be nominated for Emmy Awards. This is no exception. And I really do think just it is a great film. But I know you don't feel quite as highly towards it as I do. So as a compromise, I'll let you say what you want to say. But as a compromise, I'm willing to compromise with award worthy. But go ahead, share your thoughts, because I know you don't like it as much as I do.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is fine. I don't really mind it being in the award-worthy tier. I think, yeah, I don't know. I'm not as in love with it as you are, but I do see it. It has a very interesting visual style. It's very Paper Mario-y.
Yep.
It's got some adult jokes slipped in, there, the voice acting is good. Yeah, I think if it were just me, I would probably put it in good but good enough. So as a compromise, I do agree we can compromise on award worthy.
Sweet. All right, I'm happy. All right, guys, I don't care about anything else. That's all I wanted. So
I don't hate Olive. I don't hate it. I just didn't. It was better than I remembered it being. I actually really do hate like actual olives. I think olives are pretty gross.
yeah, I'm not really a fan of olives, but
Also, the Olive Garden. Not
well,
a
they've
fan.
got good breadsticks though.
See, that's the thing. I don't know if it was because of COVID or what, but when I went there last year, all they had their menu like was like 6 items,
Oh, I'd blame
and
COVID on that.
all of it was covered in cheese, which I can only eat in like moderation. I don't know. Listen, Olive Garden has gone downhill. We'll do the restaurant tiers next week.
Okay.
No.
we can put in some filler weeks, sure.
Oh gosh. I'll be like, yeah, let's talk about Kentucky Fried Chicken, and you'll be like, I thought it was Vermont Fried Chicken.
What was his name? Colonel Mustard, I think.
You're living in the Bernstein Bears timeline.
Oh, you better believe.
All right. We got our first stupid documentary. What is this one?
This is the OG one that started it all, Walking with Dinosaurs.
Okay, so was any particular episode nominated, or was it all of it?
It was just Walking with Dinosaurs.
So it was all of it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've got the Wikipedia page to try to remember what the heck like was special about this one. And honestly, I don't know. It was the first one, or at least the first one of this line, one of the early ones in just the dinosaur documentary genre. I don't remember anything about this one specifically. We were so burnt out at this point.
Yep.
I'm willing to give it maybe like a little bit of bonus points for being so early, like for, being somewhat original.
That's the thing. It's like, as far as historical context goes, like, this was the first of its kind.
Yeah, you know what? I would be willing to put this in the award deserved by technicality, because I cannot deny that this had a major cultural impact, right? It did provide something that a lot of people wanted to see in a way that was engaging if you weren't like us and had to watch a bajillion of them.
Yep. Yeah, because I really think that is what it is our vision is skewed because of how many of these we've had to sit through. But coming from the perspective of it being the first of its kind, and it really did, do some interesting things with CG animation, with it still being a relatively young art form at the time that it was made. So, like, I absolutely think this one specifically deserves to be in the deserved by technicality category as well.
Right. Now, I'm reading the descriptions of these episodes. I know we watched at least one, maybe all of them. I don't remember.
It all blends together.
But I can't tell you anything specifically about this one, probably because it just kind of is the way it is. Oh yeah, that's right. Was this one? Yeah, this was the one with the sky dinosaurs, but then it didn't have. Not all of them were in the sky.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That was kind of weird, but yeah, I'll give it the award by technicality. Basically, when we set out to do these tiers and do this, we had to kind of debate whether, like, are we doing it on just what we liked, or are we doing it on award worthy, or are we doing both? And we kind of settled on both, and that's why it's like, split in half, where it's like the award worthy section, the non-award worthy section, and then disqualified. And then within the award worthy and not award worthy, we have various tiers, but I think technicality is a good place for that. So both is not an option when you do a tier list, correct?
No, it's not. All right. Next up, we have the follow-up, The Ballad of Big Al.
Yes, Big Al.
What a loser, am I right?
Oh God, I don't know. I would either put this in good but not good enough or award worthy, to be honest, because Big Al. Honestly, it was funny. Of all of the dinosaur documentaries that we watched, I think this one had the best storyline. And
Oh
the
yeah.
storyline was actually based on real events.
And
As
don't
real as we can tell.
and don't forget that this is also like the only documentary out of all of them that cites its sources and explains the reasoning behind why they told the narrative that they did. They
Yes.
actually go in depth and prove, like, with the actual evidence, so that we
Yeah.
aren't sitting here like questioning, well, is this how much of this is true? Like, no, they straight up show you, like, it's how a documentary should be, you know?
Yes. Yeah,
Um,
it's two parts if you don't remember. Part one is just like the CGI story of Big Al, and part two is the live action footage of kind of showing like fossils and like the skeleton of Al, and like, you know, oh, he has a crack in his toe, he likely fell and was crippled and this and that. And then part two also does still have some CG in it. But yeah, I don't know. Where do you want to put this? I think this was, of the dinosaur ones, this one was my favorite overall.
This was definitely the most enjoyable. Yes.
Um,
I mean, props to them for literally coming up with a story based around what they like. I think a lot of effort went into this one. I really do.
I'm willing to just give it award worthy.
I am inclined to agree, just because like the amount of like work that it took on the archaeology side and paleontology side, as well as the like actual presentation side. I mean, it's not that much of an upgrade from the previous year, but they did create basically something entirely different from the year before.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
it feels like this is actually transformative. It's actually trying something innovative and different. So again, this one I think does deserve to be recognized.
And when you look back, like when we look back at all these, years from now, I think Big Al is the one that I will remember specifically. Probably the only one I will remember specifically.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, I think Ballad of Big Al is like the only one of the dinosaur documentaries, I think, that is worthy of being put up against all the other animated stuff, because it actually has a narrative. There are things you can compare that with, like an episode of Samurai Jack. Is it exactly the same thing? No, there's a lot of differences, but both of them have a narrative, so you can actually compare and contrast.
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely.
Okay.
Okay, next up we've got Samurai Jack, the premiere movie, the first 3 episodes of the series.
Jack.
Jack. Yeah. Classic.
All right. So, what do you think?
It's
Disqualified?
How dare you?
We gotta disqualify all Gendy's work. It's just too good. It's not fair. It's not fair to anything else.
It is not fair, but you know what? Life isn't fair. This is fantastic. Samurai Jack is fantastic. It's great. And the fact that we got to watch like an actual recording of the original premiere made this like even more special. Like that was really awesome.
Shout outs to CDCB.
Yeah, CDCB, you're the best, man. Really appreciate that. No,
Yeah.
I mean, it's fantastic. It's got such an inspired art style. Gosh, I don't even know where to begin with this one. There's so much to say. The inspiration that a certain somebody we've had on the show before got with this show, coming at it with the very heavy Asian influences of, I believe he cited Akira Kurosawa, if I'm remembering correctly, is like one of his inspirations.
Hello.
Oh, there he is.
Easy.
I was waiting for it.
I was inspired by the Care Bears movie.
Oh, okay. Well, that's almost like I'm pretty sure Akira Kurosawa made the Care Bears, so.
First.
Well, after Gendy
He and
made it.
Akira Toriyama made those movies.
Yes, of course. But yeah, no. It's great. It's a great setup for the series. Aku is such a unique and memorable villain. Mako's performance of him is just 100% grade A, fantastic. The action sequences are amazing. The cinematography with the way that, you know, action scenes are shot and the way certain things are framed and the movement, all of it just comes together in such a unique experience that no other show has ever replicated. It's I love it. I mean, personally, like when it comes to the series of Samurai Jack, the first 3 episodes aren't the most memorable of the show, but for this category, I think it absolutely deserves an award, like bar none, because this was absolutely mind-blowing at the time it came out. I made the argument back when we did the show that, you know, these dinosaur documentaries, sure, they're interesting because they're relatively fresh in this new CG era, you know, it's kind of impressive, but like Samurai Jack is a 2D animated show that did things that no other show had ever done before, and 2D animation had existed for almost a century at that point. Like, just when you have that context of decades upon decades of animation and this show just comes out and does something entirely brand new, never been done before, that is absolutely admirable. I think that Samurai Jack is 100% in the most award-worthy category for this. It's just incredible. Gendy, you did a fantastic job.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, like, I agree with what you say. I do think that the last part of it drags it a little bit. The dog, the montage of setting up all the traps. That's this?
Yes.
That's the okay. Yeah. I think that brings it down a little bit, but I can't deny it. I mean, especially like the first part with all the nonverbal storytelling, basically setting up the show and like, yeah, it's a very stylistic show. It felt very fresh. I do think it deserves to be at least an award worthy. You're arguing that it should go to most award worthy?
Yes, and my reasoning for that again is that how revolutionary it was for 2D animation at the time and still to this day. Because like I said,
yeah, it looks good.
Like it does so many good things on top of being unique, which is really hard to do.
Gendy, people want to know your opinion on dinosaur documentaries. Well, Gendy does not believe in dinosaurs. He thinks they are a good piece of fiction.
Okay. You know, Gendy, you made a show about a dinosaur.
Cartoon. Yeah. Cartoons are not the real Shadow. How many times do I have to tell you this?
Wait, cartoons aren't real.
Oh.
But if they weren't real, how could I watch it?
Because.
Do you mean to say... I was like, do you mean to say that what happens in cartoons aren't real, Gendy?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I just need some clarification there.
Gendy knows the dinosaurs are not the real because Gendy created the dinosaurs.
That's a valid point. You did create the dinosaurs. Just like you created everything.
All right, Gendy, get out of here. We gotta rank this.
You'll come back.
He'll be back. Okay, I'll be back. Okay. You know what? I'm inclined to believe you. Or
You're inclined to believe me. Okay, thank you.
I agree with you. I'm inclined to agree with you that oh my gosh, that Ninja Joe deserves the top spot.
Oh, okay. Ninja Joe gets it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next up, Walking with Prehistoric Beasts.
Okay, this one is about. This one is the one that we watched the whole series, and this is the one that had the cursed monkey things, I believe.
Wait, did we watch all of them?
No.
Or was this the one where we only watched 2 episodes and then skipped around?
Shh, don't worry about it.
I don't remember. I know we did it for one, but I don't remember which.
Crud.
We gotta go. Gotta get going. Ninja Joe. Sorry. Philip K. just like, oh, that's good.
No, I
don't remember. All I remember is this had those weird human monkey abominations, and that's it. I don't remember anything else.
Yeah.
I'm completely
This
blank
was
on
the
this.
one. Okay, this is the one that takes place after dinosaurs, and it shows the creatures that evolved.
Was this the one that also had that raptor that was swimming in the ocean?
With the arrival, the arrival of night, a band of lemur-like. Oh dear.
Pi doesn't even know what to say. He's just like appalled.
Unleashes trapped carbon dioxide out from underneath the lake, and the gas suffocates most of the surrounding life. Did we watch that?
I don't know. This might be the one where we only watched like 2 of the episodes.
We watched the last episode. We watched the mammoth journey.
Yes, that's right. That's
okay.
Right.
Yes. This is the one where the mammoths are migrating. Yeah, I don't know. This sucks.
Yeah, it does. Yikes. I'm going to put it in yikes because what did it do? What did it honestly do that Walking with Dinosaurs didn't?
It walked with beasts.
Oh, wow. Oh.
Honestly, okay, let's be real. Beasts are less cool than dinosaurs. All right? I said it. Yep. Bunsen is a beast. Worse show than Primal.
He's absolutely right, guys.
You can't really refute that, so. All right, next.
Next up is When Dinosaurs Roamed America. Now,
I don't even have to watch these anymore, and I still feel miserable.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this was the one where it had all of those dinosaurs, like, running in that giant, empty, like, barren wasteland, and then they, like, surrounded that one dinosaur until it just fell over and died.
I don't know.
I think this is that one, but I couldn't tell you for sure.
I don't know. The program was shot in high definition.
I don't care.
There's a late Triassic segment near modern day New York.
John Goodman, Fred Flintstone did the narration. I know that much.
This is the one, camera tracks an animal through the woods. The Coelopus is preying mainly on small animals such as insects. It encounters larger non-dinosaurian arachnosaurs like the Rudo. I can't even say half these words. I can't say them.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I specifically pulled up the Wikipedia so we could be clear on this, and
Yeah, I'm inclined to put this in yikes as well, because it's like, what? We don't even remember it. Like, that shows you how good it was.
For at least one of the... I think this one, we might have watched all the episodes. There were some of them that we genuinely watched.
I believe this one wasn't episodes. I think this was just a 2-hour movie.
Oh, God. I think you might be right.
Yeah, because this one wasn't BBC. This was a completely separate American thing.
Just put it in yikes. You know what?
Okay.
You know what? I don't care which part of America the dinosaurs were standing on. It doesn't matter. It all shifts anyway.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. I don't care. I don't care.
The continent was completely different millions of years ago, so it doesn't matter. But yeah. Okay, next up, we've got Chased by Dinosaurs, hosted by our good friend Nigel.
Oh my god. Okay, this one at least has something that we can remember, is that Nigel, a live-action guy, not Thornberry, he was there. He was there. You know, arguably that makes it less of an animated product, but whatever. Nigel seemed like a pretty, likable guy.
He was
right?
swell.
You know, he's kind of like a discount Steve Irwin.
Yeah.
I think Nigel's British, but you know. He got pooped on at the end, right?
Yep, he did.
Yeah. That might be worth something.
I think that's at least worthy of a meh.
Of a meh. This ain't getting higher than a meh. No, he didn't get pooped on him. That's right. The next morning, Nigel finds the herd at the resting site. We got to watch the females laying their eggs.
Oh, the egg laying, yeah.
Nigel comments on what a magical ending this is for a dinosaur safari. Suddenly, the stupid crocodile thing lunges at him out of the water.
Oh my God. Why?
I don't know. The thing is too, I remember this one being really all over the place in terms of like, he'll just be following some dinosaurs and then randomly go off to a different group of dinosaurs, and then like I remember Nigel, but Nigel is not animated, so he doesn't count.
No.
I don't know. Do we want to put it in meh or yikes? It's not award worthy.
You want to know what I remember from this? There is one specific thing I remember.
Yeah.
there was one scene or one shot where they used an actual puppet instead of CG. I remember that happened.
Yeah,
I remember that.
I think it was like 2 shots.
Yeah, that's all. I couldn't tell you anything
Was that
else.
this one though, or was that a different one?
No, it was this one. Because he was holding the puppet in his hands.
Was he?
Yes, he was. He was.
All right, put it in yikes. I don't care. I'm sorry, Nigel.
I think that's where it belongs, yeah. Okay. Nigel Uno.
Get Lizzie to take you back to the treehouse.
Oh, man. All right. Next up, we have the Clone Wars chapters 1 through 20.
Is this a dinosaur documentary?
No, but it was made by our good friend Genndy Tarkovsky.
Are any of the aliens dinosaur-like? Because all right, no, wait, hang on. What? This is episode 1.
This is chapters 1 through 20. The first hour special, yeah.
On Discovery Plus, Discovery
Plus.
My brain is dinosaur documentaries.
I mean, to be fair, there's like 50 different streaming services that all have plus in the name. Apple TV Plus, Disney Plus, Discovery Plus, Paramount Plus. It never ends, dude.
Blockbuster Plus.
Yeah. Netflix Plus. They'll make it. You'll see.
Peacock Plus.
PlayStation Plus. All right, anyways.
Oh, dear.
Yeah,
okay.
This is the first one.
Yeah, okay. So this one was like a series of kind of like loosely connected, like 4-minute shorts that all got combined into one big long thing.
Correct.
So, yeah, I mean, it's a Genndy product, so it has a lot of really cool cinematography, interesting angles. Remind me, what is this the one... No, what's the main story of this one?
So this one has a couple different stories that are told across episodes. There's Anakin and Obi-Wan are in that giant city, and then like Anakin goes off to fight Ventress on that separate planet, while Obi-Wan is like fighting that cool droid. This is the one
where Anakin has like the prophecy,
yes,
and like he sees like a vision of Darth Vader real quick, and
then like Obi-Wan's fighting that one, like I guess it was a droid. It was that one that could like put itself back together. Yeah. And then Mace Windu goes out and fights that giant. Well, he doesn't really fight it, but there's that one giant droid ship that's like a giant piston that pounds into the ground and causes giant shockwaves. And Mace Windu beats up a bunch of battle droids with his fists. Stories like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I think most award worthy. Honestly.
Absolutely.
I don't think it's as good as the other one, which we'll talk about in a minute. Actually, we can just talk about it right now. Why not?
Yeah, we can do both.
Girls for now.
We can do both. Both is an option in this case because technically it's one and the same.
Okay. Anyway, season 2 is...
it's both by technicality, you see.
Shut up. Shut your dang mouth, Plus.
Fair enough.
So see, we're just gonna throw it up there. All right.
Yep.
No, season 2 is better than season 1, so of course it goes up there. Of course.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it is. It tells more of a focused story. I mean, it still has a few stories going on, but it's the one where there's General Grievous, and we get to learn why he coughs. That's real cool. It's got good old Palpy.
It's got Shaggy
as the senator. Shaggy.
It has that one open-ended thing about Shock T that I'll never get an answer on. Yeah, but no.
They grew up to be a shock trooper. That's what the T stood for.
No, I don't think so.
No, all of the Clone Wars, it's really good, really cool animation, really cool stories being told in the Star Wars universe. You don't really need to know much about Star Wars to enjoy it. You'll get more background, obviously, if you've seen the movies, but like, it's just really cool animation, and I think it's some of the coolest Star Wars media out there.
Absolutely.
To be true, it's better than most of the sequels. But yeah, no, and Genndy made it. That doesn't automatically make it good, but just like there's so much passion put into the storytelling, and it feels like it just feels so mature and special. There's a distinct lack of jokes, which really serves it well because it makes it feel real. You know, it makes it feel serious. It makes it feel like people could die. So yeah, just super good.
Yeah, absolutely. The action's great. The art style. At first, when I was younger, it definitely took a little getting used to, but I think the art style makes it very
got a
unique.
Big schnoz.
He really does. But yeah, no, it's great, and I'm sure CDCB's right. I'm sure Gendy would be very happy with this tier list.
Mwah, mwah. I love you guys.
Oh, Gendy, we love you too. You've been the best.
Put Hotel Transylvania up there.
Gendy, Hotel Transylvania didn't get nominated.
Mamma mia.
It's okay. I would just like to remind everyone that when we talked about Clone Wars, the second one, that was the first time we had Gendy on the show. So this is kind of going full circle here.
You know? Yes, I came on to answer your questions.
Yeah.
You had important lore questions, and I did my best to answer them.
Yep.
I told the George Lucas that he can take his garbage and throw it out because my canon is the best canon.
You're absolutely right, Gendy.
I had Dexter working in his lab to make me the biggest canon. You're gonna put all the Dexter episodes up in the best tier next time, right?
Yeah, Gendy, you got it. we will make our own Gendy category just for you at the very top of the list. And it's just all of your stuff.
No. Oh gosh, Gendy tier.
Yes. Gendy tier.
Can he do anything else on this? Oh, there's more Samurai Jack.
There's more. No, there's no Samurai. There's no more Samurai Jack on this list, but by technicality.
I can't really
Actually,
see.
I don't know if he worked on that or not. Never mind.
Gendy worked on a Camp Lazlo.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Gendy was the executive producer.
Okay.
That means I throw money at it, and the cartoon happens.
Yep, and then you get all the credit.
And then that's how a Gendy makes everything.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, thank you, Gendy.
Bye, Gendy.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, no, but like honestly, you know, we make jokes about Gendy, but like everything that's on there up at the top deserves it. It's not that it's good just because we're like Gendy fanboys. It's good because Gendy uses a lot of really good techniques, a lot of really interesting decisions and tone and just things that like he does really well.
Yeah.
So
there's no person in animation that I think is more deserving of the title auteur than Gendy. So, like,
I mean, in
really
Western animation.
Yeah, Western
certainly.
specifically, of course.
Oh, sorry, Western. I'd say in Western, like, you know, television.
Yeah. Yeah, because
not that I don't think he's good enough to be like a, you know.
Yeah, but there's definitely there's definitely indie artists out there. You know, there's independent people. There's definitely a lot of other foreign films that are very auteur-like. I mean, Miyazaki is absolutely an auteur, no question. But in terms of Western, like what he's done, yeah, I think Gendy's worthy of that title.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, like, you really can't find someone who has worked on, like, I don't know, the quality of products that he's worked on, honestly, like, and I mean, like, Craig McCracken certainly is up there. He makes a lot of good stuff, but I think he's had some misses, and I don't know. I get Gendy's he's just the GOAT. I mean, and I don't even know, like, who even at Nickelodeon would you say could compare? Like Klasky Chupo, you know, they did a lot in the 90s, certainly. But they had one style and they stuck to that.
Yeah.
You know, so okay, anyway, but we'll talk about Gendy more next week, I'm sure. So
all right.
Or maybe in 2 weeks, actually.
Next up, Powerpuff Girls, 'Twas the Fight Before Christmas. You know what? I know I've got a bias towards this show, but I'll be completely fair. It's not really award worthy.
Yeah, I don't think this is. Not compared to the rest of the Powerpuff Girls, and just in general. It looks good, but I don't think it really looks great animation-wise. really the only things I like about this are the things that I like about the Powerpuff Girls in general. I don't think it's a great story. I don't think it's a great holiday special. It's not like bad. It's not like I definitely think it belongs. I don't know if I would put it in meh or good but not good enough. But I feel like you would put it in good but not good enough. So I'm satisfied with whichever of those two you want to put it in.
I mean, yeah, I
It's
definitely
a little bland.
agree.
It's a
It
little
is.
bland.
It's slow at points. There's some sequences that definitely are more fun than others. Like I enjoy Princess sneaking into the North Pole. I think that's a fun time watching her do that. And then I personally really enjoyed the chase sequence. I know you weren't too hot on it, but
Just gonna hurt Craig's feelings. Like we just spent so long talking about how great Gendy is, and then being like, "Yeah, Craig's up there too," and then now
just
we're
like,
just...
well.
Did he even work on this special?
I think he worked on it. I don't think he directed it.
Okay, well, yeah.
But actually, I want to say...
And yeah, I mean, like, the whole thing where, like, Bubbles discovers that they got coal, and then the other girls come down, and she's like, hey, we got coal.
That part definitely drags. That was one of the examples. The other thing is, its depiction of Santa, it's different. Yeah. I don't think it's great.
No, I think it's awful, because the thing about it is that, like, so you can either have a really jolly, happy, traditional Santa Claus that's pure and innocent and whatever, or you can have a dark Santa Claus that's like a very deliberate juxtaposition, like I don't know, kind of like Gilbert Gottfried's Santa in Billy and Mandy or whatever.
Yeah.
You can do that, and that works. But the problem with the Santa in this is that he's just like a little bit of a jerk. He's not like, he's just kind of dumb, like.
Check it.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think either going either way, either making him more jolly and traditional and maybe making him an airhead because he's so like happy and jolly, or making him a just kind of an edgy Santa could work.
Yeah, there's some ideas here.
I don't know. What would you do for a Powerpuff Girls Christmas episode?
I think we did talk about this.
Never mind.
I don't know. I think him would have been a better Santa than Santa. That would have been great if him just like pretended to be Santa Claus and like he gave all the naughty kids like things that helped them destroy Townsville or whatever. I don't know. That's something. But I think him, especially because he already like looks the part. He could literally just possess Santa Claus, and then he could just be. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's some ideas there.
I think you could also make an argument for the Amoeba Boys accidentally ruining Christmas somehow.
Or, well, more like unintentionally making it better when they try to ruin Christmas.
The Amoeba Boys give everyone COVID.
Yeah.
No. Said it.
No. More like the Amoeba Boys cure COVID when they're trying to give it to everyone. That's what they would do. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't hate it, but I know it's very flawed. So,
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's definitely not award worthy. I don't know. I think it's got some good stuff, but there's some bad stuff that drags it down. So I could honestly go either way, good or meh.
I could too. I lean more towards meh, but I'm fine with whichever way you want to put it. Or do we want to put it to a vote?
Yeah, why not? Let's put it to a vote. Let's give some chat interaction in here. So make a poll with 2 options. And both is not an option, so one's got to come out on top. Nope. We'll let you guys decide. And while Pie's making that poll, I'm going to go grab a drink because my throat is getting dry.
While I'm distracted, doing nothing, while I can't keep the chat entertained, he's just going to leave. That's Shadow, man. We lean towards meth? Yeah, that's it. That's what we were saying. The Christmas episode where everyone in the world asks, oh, you know what? Here's a Christmas episode idea. Are you here, Shadow?
Yes, I just grabbed a stream soda, as CDCB said.
You ready?
Yes.
Mojo asks for Chemical X for Christmas.
Oh, there you go.
I don't know where you go from there, but I think that's something.
Yeah.
How about seduces Santa Claus?
Yeah, give Seduce some more episodes. She only ever got 3.
I could see that. I could see that being one.
Definitely.
Where's the bloody awful option?
Guys,
These are your choices, guys.
we said both is not an option. Why is it 50-50 right now? We literally told you both is not an option. You gotta pick one or the other.
All right, whichever one breaks the tie now is what we go with.
Okay.
30 votes.
I love how it went from 28 to 30.
Come on, guys.
What are you doing? Someone, come on, break the tie.
There's only 55 people watching, so.
Come on.
52. Good.
There,
all right,
good.
it's good.
All right,
Boom.
all right. Thank you, 31st person.
Yep.
All right. I hope it jumps to 33 and it flips. Oh, it didn't. Okay.
Ooh, Powerpuff Girls fighting Krampus. That sounds good.
That'd be good. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So next up,
special featuring Fuzzy Lumpkins and his nephews.
All right. Next up, we've got a very special nominee. This is the Dragon's World documentary. Which, regardless of anything else we're about to say, this is one of the most memorable things we've ever watched.
If you don't remember, this is a documentary that has no, it's not a documentary. It's not. It's a fictional film.
It's just a
that
lie.
is in the style of a dinosaur documentary, except there's like a storyline with a guy who's like, I knew it. I knew dragons existed. I've always known dragons have existed. Let's go investigate. And then it's like the team that are like, Bill, you might want to look at this. And then they're like, the dragon has a big, like a gas sack in its throat. That's how it can breathe fire. He's like, of course.
Yep, that's what it is.
It also has the amazing dragon mating dance.
Oh my god.
Where they join talons, fly up into the sky,
and then just
fly up into the sky, join talons, and spin, plummeting to the earth, spinning, doing a Charizard seismic toss right to the ground.
And then at the last second, pull away and breathe fire on the land.
Yeah.
For no reason. Oh my gosh.
Oh man. Yeah, I mean, it's no question. This is either yikes or disqualified.
Oh, 100%. I mean, this thing straight up tricked people into thinking dragons were real.
I say disqualify it. I say, you know what? I say we don't allow disinformation at the award show.
Yeah, 100%. It's very disingenuous. Not to mention the fact that the majority of it isn't animated. Like,
yeah.
At least the Nigel one was
funny.
kind of grounded in truth, but
yeah, it's worth it's worth a laugh, certainly, but it's not supposed to be funny. No, I don't think.
Not at all. They want you to take it seriously, but it's just the way that they set everything up. It's like it wants you to believe it's real, but like none of this is grounded in truth. So it just kind of makes you question, like, what was even the point of this? I genuinely, I still kind of don't understand what they were trying to accomplish with this film. Because wasn't it originally like
it could be genuine conspiracy nuts?
Well,
I don't know.
Well, wasn't it originally? I could be misremembering, but I feel like we looked into this and it's like it was two separate things that they combined together, or something like that. Or am I thinking of something else?
I think that might have been our theory, because the actual documentary, the fake documentary parts and the live action parts are like very.
They're
disparate.
so disconnected. Yeah, they hardly tie into each other.
Yeah,
it's just weird.
Aside from the fire-breathing part, that's close to how some birds of prey mate? Really? Well, regardless, the CG at the time did not have...
No.
Like, it doesn't look like two animals mating or doing anything. It looks like two dragon models. Like, they just pressed rotate, right? They're just raising the numbers on the rotate tool.
Rotation tool. Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. They got nominated for a freaking Emmy, so whatever their goal was, they achieved it. But I think
it's baffling.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we've got the My Life as a Teenage Robot special, Escape from Cluster Prime.
Meh.
Yeah, this one was just kind of meh.
No, I mean, everything that we talked about, where it's like, it is perfectly watchable. If you are a big fan of this show, I'm sure you like it. But it's predictable. It's not that interesting. It has like it has like a Back on Earth plot and a Cluster Prime plot, and neither of them are that interesting. It's got the weird twist where the daughter doesn't know that her mom is like evil.
Yeah.
It's very cartoony and goofy, and like there's nothing wrong with it, but I don't think it deserves an Emmy. And I was a little bored with it. I would honestly be fine if you wanted to put it in the good category. But it's definitely not award worthy, I would say. I'm really sorry. I like Rob Renzetti. I don't think it's a bad show in general. I just don't think this really wowed in any way. And for the runtime, having really kind of stupid plot beats that it has, it feels hard to take it seriously. And if I've said this a long time ago with SpongeBob, but if you're going to take an 11-minute cartoon and stretch it out into something that's like 40 minutes or an hour and a half or 2 hours, you need to give a little bit more seriousness to the plot. And I don't think this does it. I think this still treats it as a pretty goofy cartoon, and therefore it kind of loses me. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually in agreement there. I thought it was... I don't think it was award worthy. I thought it was serviceable. Yeah, it didn't really resonate with me that much. But compared to the other thing it was up against at the time, that being the Dragon documentary, I thought it was way better than that.
Yeah.
But in retrospect, I suppose that, I think it was a little skewed because of that. So yeah, I don't know. I
Bummer that we didn't get to see the other XJs, by the way.
Right. I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards meh, honestly.
Yeah, let's put it in meh. Let's put it in meh. That's fine by me.
All right. Whoops, not there. Okay.
Remember, meh is not bad. It's just kind of take it or leave it.
Yeah.
Oh God, Shadow, no!
No, I moved it back. Don't worry. It was just a split second thing. Don't worry about it. Didn't happen.
Right. Okay. Which one is this now?
Now we're at Walking with Monsters, Life Before Dinosaurs.
Okay. This one is...
trash? I don't remember. This one had the centipede millipede monster thing, I think.
Yeah, I think so. So we get to see how certain animals evolve, I think was the gimmick of this one.
But it kept bouncing around all these different animals, so there was no consistency with like watching one thing develop. It was like all these different creatures at different stages in their evolution.
A dragonfly the size of an eagle. Oh yeah, the millipedes. This was the weird millipedes. Oh. The animation I remember I don't think was very good on this one.
Not surprising.
Yeah. I can't remember a whole lot about it, but it's just gonna go in.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Man, yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I wish I could remember these better. I'm looking at the Wikipedia page, but like, it's so hard to remember, especially because we didn't watch every episode of all of these. Most of them we did. But there's a chance that I'm looking at a description of something we didn't see, and I'm just like, So. Oh yeah, this is the one that ends with the age of monsters is over. This is the beginning of the age of the dinosaurs.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I kind of remember that ending. Huh.
Jeez.
All right.
Okay. Well, next up. We're in 2007, I believe now, with, first up, Camp Laszlo with, Where's Laszlo?
I don't know. Where is Laszlo?
I don't know. Where's Monsters? We should have him back.
I think Laszlo is in the garbage where he belongs. This is a yikes.
Oh. Yeah, why not? I won't debate that.
What was
I don't care about this show.
What was this one even about? They couldn't
Laszlo disappeared because he was working at some restaurant, I think.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't remember this special. Like, was this the one with the bear at one point?
Laszlo, Have you ever wanted to watch like a worse version of other shows? Rocco belongs in the garbage. That is a qualified incorrect opinion.
Incorrect.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Camp Lazlo is a boring show. Very boring. No, I hardly remember the stupid special. Yeah, are you allowed to love Camp Lazlo? Yes, you could like whatever the heck you want to like, but you are incorrect in my heart. No, it's okay if you like the show. A lot of people like the show. I don't know. I think we're in the minority. I'm not sure. It's definitely not like there are definitely plenty of people who like the show.
Yeah. I personally have never had any desire to go back to it, but I'm sure it has its fans. So
Monsters likes it.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and we like him, right?
Yeah, we like monsters.
I think we like monsters.
I don't like walking with monsters, but I like monsters.
I'm trying to think about this special. It's just like
I think this had the bear, right? There was that bear that was roaming around.
that an episode.
Maybe I don't know.
No, that was this. I don't know. So many of these episodes are the same thing, where it's like Laszlo brings a creature back to camp. It's a sea lamprey.
It's Lamar.
It's my loogie llama.
Pizza French fry. No, that's a different reference, but I still remember it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do we want to be nice and give it a meh?
Sure.
All right, let's not then. Okay. Moving on.
All right. Next up, completely switching gears. We kind of gave Craig the short end of the stick a little bit ago, but now that's going to completely change. Good Will Hunting, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
It's definitely in the upper two tiers.
Oh yeah, 100%. Craig is a great guy.
Should we get Craig out here?
No, Craig's too shy. He doesn't like public appearances that much.
Oh, it's me, Craig McCracken.
Gendy, you're just pretending to be Craig.
Oh no.
Yes.
It's a little known fact. I am a Craig McCracken too.
Oh well, you did make Powerpuff Girls and Fosters and Wonder.
I made Child Galaxy for the Hulus.
Oh, of course. Yes. Wait, wasn't Child Galaxy that really bad Rick and Morty knockoff show that's on Hulu? Pie, you really like that show.
Journey Under There.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Gendy is cracking up.
All right. Gendy. Get out of here. Okay.
Hey, got him.
Bye-bye. Okay. Yeah, Good Will Hunting is amazing. It's the best episode of Foster.
Yeah, it's one of the most memorable events of the entire show, hands down.
Well, I don't know. It is hot in Topeka.
Wow.
That episode isn't even great, but why does that stick in my head?
Because it's a meme.
But I've never seen it on the internet. I'm just that's stuck in my head before.
Well, it's also repeated to death in that episode for 3 minutes.
Like cheeseburgers?
No.
I like nachos. Yes.
Oh my God! Is that Maxwell Adams?
Yes.
Maxwell Adams. Why is the underfist not on here?
I was robbed.
Oh my God.
Oh dear. Well, seems like you got robbed more than Grimm's Scythe.
He
You know
really
what?
did.
Hey, in the presence of Maxwell Adams, this has nothing to do with the award show, but Shadow and I watched an episode of Billy and Mandy the other day.
We did.
And I've been on record as saying I don't think the show holds up. I'm rescinding that comment. I think Billy and Mandy is still pretty funny. I think I hyped up Keeper of the Reaper in my head too much.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we that's right. We did watch some Billy and Mandy for the show.
We did.
But I think I've rewatched enough of it now that I can say it's pretty funny. At least some episodes. We watched the Jeff the Spider episode. The first
that was
one.
pretty great. You'd be happy if I squished myself.
I was gonna buy you a car, but I'll just leave the money.
Yeah, I'll just leave the money under your bed.
Oh
my
gosh,
God.
yeah. Billy and Mandy is like not all of it's great. I mean, we talked about the Moon. But Moon the Moon is like really late in the show's run.
Yeah.
So I think the show at least started out pretty dang good. Anyway,
Dang, gonna need the big boot. Yeah. Right.
Oh dear. Anyway, but it is isn't it curious that none of the Billy and Mandy specials got on this category?
Yeah, but Laszlo did.
Yeah, what is that?
It's
Like,
almost
where-
like they picked the first 2 episodes on the DVD that was submitted or something like that. I mean, wouldn't that be crazy if that happened? Wouldn't that be wild?
Be wilder than a Thornberry. All right. Anyway, where's Wilt?
That was the whole story. They had to find him.
No, Good Will Hunting. It's really good. It's cool to see the origins of some of these characters. It kind of gets at the heart of like what an imaginary friend is and what they're for in universe. It kind of has like a little bit of seriousness in terms of how Wilt got hurt and just like Wilt not being the perfect friend, like his backstory. It's got really good foreshadowing and a good mystery that I think pays off like excellently. Like I think that is one of the best things about it is that like you see it and you're like, oh, okay, all right. They mentioned his creator earlier in the special, and it makes perfect sense why he would be that, and like even the stupid Space Jam / Out of Jimmy's Head reanimated parody poster, like even that's like brilliant foreshadowing. It's just really good. It's got Kevin Michael Richardson.
Oh yeah.
That guy.
Classic.
Yeah, it's got Dexter and Mandark, XPs. So yeah, no, I'd put it in the top tier. I don't think it's quite as good as Samurai Jack or the Clone Wars. Like I don't think it's as stylistic, but in terms of like having a really good sense of story, I think it's really up there. Blue is not that annoying because he's one of like a ton of important characters in this, so he doesn't get that much dialogue. It's funny to see Wilt helping people and it kind of backfiring, but then like in the end it helps. Like Wilt gets the karma that he deserves in the end. You know what I mean? Like it puts him through crap, but it gives him the ending that he deserves. And I think that that's like a big thing with Fosters is that a lot of times characters don't get what they deserve. But in this episode, Wilt gets what he deserves. So, all right.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we've got Heck Boy. I forget the subtitle, but it's Heck Boy.
A sword of a storm and fire, a song of storms.
Isn't
Right?
that wasn't that made by Elden Ring? Didn't Elden Ring write that?
What? Elden Ring's a video game.
No, I know, but the same guy who worked on Game of Thrones worked on Elden Ring. George R. R. Martin.
Tennessee movie theater changed Hellboy to Heckboy on its sign. Wow, slow news day, CNN. I typed in Heckboy, Googling it because I wanted to find the name, and you got into my head. And there's an actual news article from 2019. An actual CNN news article. A Tennessee movie theater attracted viral attention after it changed Hellboy to Heckboy on its sign because it's across the street from an elementary school. The owner of the Roxy 8 movie theater in Dixon told CNN affiliate WZTV that she never puts words on the sign that could be considered profanity, since young children would see it.
Pi, why did you just dox that poor innocent movie theater in Tennessee?
CNN wrote about it.
So CNN just doxed this poor innocent movie theater.
Classic liberal media, am I right?
Man. Way to go.
Oh my god. That's a joke, everyone. That's a joke.
It's just a joke, guys.
This is just a joke. But why did they write this? This is like 2 paragraphs, and it's just like, yeah, this happened. Sure, I believe it.
They needed something, I guess.
It's a reasonable explanation too. I mean, it's not that serious a curse, but like, I get it if you're right across from an elementary school. Okay. Anyway, this goes in the meh. No. I can't remember much that happens in it, right? There's like a few cool fights, but otherwise there's like this whole story about. This is one where there's like some sort of curse or something, and Heckboy picks up the sword and he's cursed.
Ron Perlman's great.
Yeah, and like I remember some of the animation is all right, but it doesn't. I don't know. It didn't hold my interest. Maybe it's just because I don't really know anything about Hellboy. But I don't think there's also a subplot about 2 other characters.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot that was a thing until you just brought it up right now.
I don't know. It's got too much going on in it. I would put it in the meh or good but not good enough category.
I'll probably put it in meh.
Okay.
All right. Next up is the one that only you can talk about: Secrets of the Deep.
It's a secret to everyone.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
Well, I kind of want to put this up high because it was where we learned about your ocean phobia.
That has nothing to do with the actual special. The special by itself and my phobia are 2 completely separate things.
Am I allowed to talk about this one, or is it gonna?
You're allowed to talk about it. I just want to say, if anyone doesn't believe me,
this is the only nominee Shadow didn't watch.
If nobody believes me, ask Taylor.
If nobody believes Shadow,
at Taylor on
and see what happens.
At my girlfriend Taylor on Twitter and say, did you have to play the underwater segments of Far Cry 3 for Shadow? And just see what she says in response, and you'll know. Because I made her do that.
What about Stream Soda when we were underwater in Stream Soda? Did that count under Soda?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Actually, maybe our avatars weren't even on screen. I don't remember. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I skimmed through this one. I didn't watch the whole thing.
Yeah,
this was the only one I skimmed because if Shadow got out of it,
Dude, I can't even play underwater segments in video games. It's bad. Oh, you know what? Never mind. Don't add her on Twitter. She's here right now.
Hi.
Hey, is it true that when I was playing through Far Cry 3 a couple months ago that I made you do the underwater sections?
The shark parts?
Yes.
Yeah. Are you still streaming?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because you're like, you couldn't even look at the screen.
Nope.
You're like, can you please press this button? And when you get down here, press this other button. And I was like, okay.
I made her dive underwater to get a treasure that I couldn't get because there were sharks nearby and I was scared they would bite me. So I made her get them. And then as soon as she grabbed it, I paused the game and I fast traveled away from there.
You can't even watch like underwater movies.
No. Finding Nemo's the only exception.
Shark's Tale was traumatic.
Okay, well, I guess Shark Tale 2.
Will Smith came out of the screen and slapped him.
Well, no, Will Smith fish character is pretty scary, to be fair. But yes, I do have thalassophobia. Yes.
You don't have to get that close to the mic.
Sorry.
Yes, I do have thalassophobia.
I have thalassophobia.
I showed Shadow Ocean of Fear from Adventure Time because I thought that episode would be relatable, and it's the only thing I think about now when Shadow talks about his fear of the ocean. And he had like nothing to say. He was like, "Yeah, okay, that exists." It's like it seems like an episode that's catered exactly to you.
It is, but it didn't get rid of it. It didn't cure me.
It would cure you. Where did you get that from? It didn't even cure Finn in the episode.
I know. I'm just
oh my gosh! I hope. Oh gosh, whatever that guest star is, comes out of your belly button and haunts you.
I was just joshing.
What was that guest star? Who was that?
I don't know. It was.
I forget who that was.
Some person.
Ron Perlman. No. I mean, okay. Yeah, what about the underwater sections of Sonic?
I mean, not counting 2D games, I can't think of that many underwater sections. I mean,
also, guys, don't tease your friends about their irrational phobias. You know, people have serious conditions, and don't tease people you don't know. You could tease your friends. I'm allowed to do it because I'm Shadow's friend.
You can tease your friends, and you can tease your. Oh wait, no, that's a different thing.
Oh gosh. Yeah, Shadow does hate SpongeBob. That's true.
Wait, what?
Underwater.
No, if it's
Oh, Mark Hamill, dude, Mark Hamill was in that episode, and you had nothing to say about it. I'm disowning you.
I couldn't tell it was him.
Because he's a good voice actor. How dare you? I'm gonna have to hear later. My girlfriend's gonna be like, "Why were you yelling so much?"
Yeah, I'm sure mine is thinking the same thing.
Oh gosh. All right. Anyway, to be completely honest, I'm willing to put this a little bit above Yikes, just because, it's a different setting. It is not the same thing as the dinosaur ones, and because it has because it's underwater, it's able to look really cool and atmospheric because of the darkness and everything. I don't think it's great, but at least it is a little different. So that's where I'm willing to put it. Even though you didn't watch it, Shadow, if you have a compelling argument, if you want to put it in Yikes, that's fine by me.
Underwater and darkness.
Yeah, what about?
I don't like it.
Okay, all right, bud. Okay.
No, it's wherever you put it. Well, it was animated, and it didn't straight up trick people into believing lies. So I don't know that it should be disqualified.
Okay. All right.
I'll let you.
What's next?
Blue Harvest. All right. Well, I have strong opinions about this one. I hate it.
You go. Yeah.
I hate it. I absolutely hate this. I don't know. People.
And you say it as a Star Wars fan. You're a huge Star Wars fan.
I'm saying this as a diehard Star Wars fan.
You love Robot Chicken.
I do.
Wars.
Yeah, and you know what? Robot Chicken's the highest rated program on Cartoon Network, according to this special.
Well, you know, Dad.
Yeah.
Shut up, Chris.
No, look, I understand a lot of people really seem to enjoy this. I got absolutely nothing out of it because it is just a blatant retelling of the original film with, like, no funny jokes, no creative twists on characters. It just felt like a complete waste of time, and I didn't enjoy it at all. You know, I'm someone who loves Star Wars parodies. I love when media, like, references Star Wars because I'm just a fanboy, I guess. You know, no matter what the show is, like, so many shows reference Star Wars in different ways, whether it's just a line or they do full-on parodies of scenes or what have you. But when the special is nothing but a strict copy-paste retelling with very little inspired, like, changes here and there, it was just an excuse to do what was already done with different characters that are playing the same roles as the original film. That's all it is. I don't know.
A lot of people like this though, man.
I know.
Should we put it in the technicality?
I mean, what makes it award worthy? Like, why is it award worthy? Because
it stole a movie.
Because it didn't. It's not technically plagiarism, but, like, I want to call it that, but it's not. But I want to.
George Lucas, can I copy your homework?
Yeah, it's like. They
Sure,
just
but don't make it
copied,
too
like,
close.
what? They didn't do anything different. They just copied what was already done to a T, and then just replaced the characters with their own. I don't know. Like, at least the Robot Chicken stuff, it was, like, sketches on, like, different, like, there were random minor characters in the background that they made a sketch about. Like, the guy that gets his arm cut off at Mos Eisley Cantina. They made a whole sketch about that guy being I think he was an architect or whatever, and he couldn't draw because he got his arm cut off. That was an interesting way to add humor to an otherwise almost, unnecessary to remember character from the movie, This doesn't.
I'm also gonna point out I do not like Herbert. I think Herbert is a bad character and a stupid, edgy, insensitive joke. To have him be like a one-off joke in an episode is what it is, but to have him play a major role in this special is just like, it's just uncomfortable.
It's gross.
Bad. It's disgusting. It's like the joke is that he inappropriately likes his underage boy Luke Skywalker, Chris, in this, and it's like,
and his song is terrible.
And it's not even based off anything in Star Wars. Like, it's like, why? Because an old guy is hanging out with a younger person. Luke isn't even underage, right?
No,
Luke is
he's an adult.
20s.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it doesn't even make any sense. It's just
no.
So,
yeah, it's garbage. It's hot garbage.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I completely understand shock humor, but, like, as a recurring character, that is a stupid decision. And it's also not shocking because I know what the gimmick of his character is. But like,
Yeah.
so
It's not clever either.
no.
Like making that kind of joke is completely missing the point of like Star Wars entirely. So
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yep.
I would never rate this anything higher than yikes.
Yeah, and why is he Obi-Wan? Obi-Wan is a hugely important character. Why pick this, like, stupid, horrible background joke character in the show to be Obi-Wan? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not putting it any higher than yikes. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I would not. Never in a million years.
Luke is 20, bad argument, then 20 is barely an adult, and young adults can get preyed on. You're really trying to start something here, aren't you?
Yeah.
I don't know Luke's actual age, and of course young adults can get preyed on, but not in the same exact way. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's actually really reaching.
Don't be that person. Yeah, no, I think it's yikes. I completely acquiesce that a lot of people like this, and that's fine. But I think that this fails on a lot of levels. I think it fails to be anything original. I think the humor comes from just the lowest quality of jokes. And that's not me being like, oh, Family Guy is, because I liked some of the half-hour episodes of Family Guy that we talked about. So,
Yeah. All right.
So,
anyway,
yeah.
next.
I guess I don't know. The only thing I could say is that joke at the end with Chris and Peter arguing about Cartoon Network and Fox and stuff. Like, I think that falls into the so bad it's kind of funny thing. I mean, because we've used it as a recurring joke. Like, there's definitely something in there. You know what I mean? Like, there's something to it. But then again, I don't know. It does take up a long time in the episode. It would have been funnier if it didn't take as long as it does. I don't know. Maybe
I only make fun of it because of how bad it is. It just shows it just shows that the special was worse than another thing, and they're just like, yeah, we know we're terrible, and it's like, good,
That's
you
true.
were.
How about the Griswolds showing up? Christmas Vacation.
That happened.
Remember that?
No.
That's related to Star Wars. We got Chevy Chase.
I don't remember that happening.
Actually, didn't they get Chevy Chase? I think they actually got Chevy Chase.
I don't know. I don't remember.
You don't remember? It
no.
comes out of nowhere, and it has nothing to do with anything.
No wonder I don't remember it.
I wish we had gone to the Tachi station.
To get some power converters?
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Hang on, I gotta look this up here.
Okay, and then I'm gonna need you to look up the synopsis.
They got Chevy Chase and Beverly D'Angelo. Oh my gosh.
What a waste of talent.
And Rush Limbaugh. Ooh.
Oh, okay, well.
Yeah.
All right.
10.86 million viewers.
That's depressing. All right. Well, it just wrote off the success of something that was far greater than the thing that it was trying to be, so.
Also, if you're wondering why Robot Chicken isn't on here, it's because it even though the one was like an hour and a half or however long it was 40 minutes. Yeah, whatever. Doesn't count. That's in the half-hour category.
Yep. For some reason.
Lol.
But yeah.
Yeah, right.
All right. So next up, we have that one Justice League movie that we watched that one time.
We watched all of these one time.
Well, I've watched all of them several times, I'll have you know. Because all of them is great.
According to Kuro and other people, this is apparently really good. Or at least it's based on a really good comic storyline.
Well, I value Kuro's opinion, so I'll give him that.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you were about to be like, I value his opinion, so all right, most award worthy.
Yeah.
Pop it right off.
Yeah, let's just throw it on. Sure. If Kuro says it's good, then it's good.
I don't know. Kuro likes the CW show.
I take it back. Yikes category.
Also, if I recall correctly, I think he was the only one defending the Jungle Book.
Yeah. That's.
And Toy Story 4. Kuro was great because he had dissenting opinions on like everything on the recast. It was great. Anyway,
most of the time I value Kuro's opinion. Let me add that qualifier in there. If it's a Disney live action remake, ooh, there's gonna be some fist flying. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I think I would put this in the meh. I don't remember a lot of it. It had a lot of characters doing a lot of things. Wasn't there some really weird fight on top of like a giant alien in the ocean or something?
oh yeah, there was
What's the name of this again?
Justice League. Is it A New Frontier, or am I thinking of something else?
Oh no, I think it is New Frontier.
yeah,
Yeah, The New Frontier.
the
Excuse
New
you.
Frontier. My apologies. But
Yeah, it did feel, it felt unfocused and rushed, and I think the thing we concluded is just that, like, if you know the comic storyline, you're not going to be confused. So, you know, maybe with a little more of that context, you know, this would come off as better. So
yeah,
I mean, like, I don't hate it. It's still Justice League. Like, Justice League are cool characters. There was some action in it.
yeah.
It like, right? I mean, I don't know. Where do you want to put it?
I don't know. I mean, I thought it was. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Looking at where everything else that's in the meh versus the good but not good enough category. Like, I feel like I'm more inclined to put it in good but not good enough, because it did have decent action. I didn't really fall in love with the storyline. Like, I didn't follow everything, and yeah, it was a little confusing. But I mean, the animation was pretty good. You know, it had that typical DC animation. The faces were a little weird to get used to, but you know, I thought it was, you know, it was somewhat interesting, and it was serviceable. It definitely seemed to achieve what it was trying to be. So,
am I crazy, or did it also have did it also touch on racism a little bit too? I'm pretty sure there was like a racist.
It might have. Yeah, I think so. Because doesn't this take place? Wasn't it taking place in the 60s or something like that?
I think it was during World War II, maybe.
World War II. Yeah, you might be right.
Yeah,
I think it did have a historical setting. So yeah. No, I feel like it probably deserves to be good, but not good enough.
Okay, I think I would put it in the meh category, but I'm fine acquiescing. Why am I using that word so much? I don't even think I'm using it right. I'm fine. I'm fine giving it to you and putting it in the not good enough. But I'm pretty sure we were more down on it in.
Yeah, in retrospect, though, I know at least like relative to in this tier list, I probably should give it a little more credit.
You think? Well, after we're done, we're gonna rearrange them. We're gonna do a total ranking, right?
Yes, that's true.
Well, loosely at least.
Yeah.
No. The Justice League movie itself wasn't racist. Just racism was a plot point. They touched on it. I don't think the movie itself was racist. No,
the movie wasn't racist. It was talking about racism. Yeah, we got to clarify that.
Yeah, there's a big difference. Okay.
Yeah. All right, next up we've got the South Park special Imagination Land parts 1, 2, and 3.
Wow, we haven't put a lot of things in the top 10.
No. I mean, to be fair, it's it's documentaries, man. Like,
well, this isn't a documentary.
This isn't, no. But looking at the tier list, it's like most of that stuff at the bottom's documentary-ish. Like half of it.
I like the idea of Imagination Land. I don't like most things in South Park. I don't think it needed to be 3 parts. I think that's kind of the thing that gets me, is that it's just, I don't know. It has a lot of characters being animated on the screen. It has some jokes. I don't know. Do you have any? Do you even have like a general idea of where you want to put this on the list here?
I don't think it's award worthy. I don't think it's bad either. Mm-hmm. But okay. I don't think I'd give it an award.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely think it deserves to be somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
The animated show has a lot of animated stuff across the screen.
Wow.
And crowd shots are difficult. I feel like, well, honestly, I think this deserved to be a 1-parter. I think that It was cool seeing all like the heroes and villains fight each other, and like the idea that our imaginations are like collective imagination is its own realm. Like there's cool ideas, but they drag it out. Like all the stuff with the bomb, and then the subplot with Kyle and Cartman. Again, it's kind of funny, but it's like it didn't need to be a 3-part thing. So
yeah.
But looking at like the thing is, if we're gonna put Justice League in the good but not good enough, I think the South Park one belongs there, because I definitely think the South Park one is above the ones in the mech category.
I do too. I do
okay,
too.
so
I'd probably give it that. Yeah.
Good but not good enough. Fine by me.
I think that's a fair placement. All right, next up we've got the second Afro Samurai movie, which I forget what the subtitle was.
Wait, what? The second one?
Yeah, there were 2 Afro Samurai movies, and the second one got nominated, but not the first one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I don't think we watched.
Yeah, no, sorry. I was specifying which Afro Samurai movie it was. It's the second one. I don't remember the subtitle off the top of my head.
Afro Circus, polka dot.
Oh my gosh.
That's Chris Rock, man.
Yeah. I know.
He's relevant now.
He is.
I think, honestly, I think this goes in the same category as Spawn. I think this is the animation's cool, the voice acting's cool. It's got like some parts that I like, but just like Spawn, the narrative is like really like loose and vague. It's kind of long for what it is. Well, I don't know. It's tough because like I feel like Afro Samurai, it was so like different from something that I would ordinarily watch. I give it a lot of points for originality. I think Afro Samurai belongs in the award categories.
100%.
Okay, we agree on that.
Yeah. It's definitely got some memorable characters and casting. I forget his name, but the old dude that followed around the main character Afro, I can't remember his name, but he was funny. He was great.
Well, wasn't it also Afro or something? It was like his alter ego that
maybe,
no one else could
yeah.
see. Or some they don't really explain it, but I think that's the implication.
Yeah, I really liked him.
Honestly, I think I'd probably put it in the low end of award worthy, because it's not that I hated it, I just didn't strongly love it, but I think it has really cool animation, and it's got like a very distinct style.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like and that, you know, so I would put it in award worthy.
I think that's fair. I think it's deserving. Yeah, the animation is pretty interesting. The story's a little weird, but you can kind of follow the general idea of it. And yeah, no, I think what really stood out about this to me was definitely kind of the mood and tone that it was going for.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Okay.
All right.
So last up, we have Foster's Home Destination Imagination.
I think it's award worthy.
I do too.
I think it's an enjoyable story. It's nice to see Frankie get a spotlight. And much like in Wiltz, it's like she kind of goes through crap, but that's the kind of the point. I don't know what it is about Foster's. Who hurt Craig? Who hurt Craig McCracken after the Powerpuff Girls? Who made bad things happen in his life? Like there must be something going on there. And then why did he make such like a positive, happy show like Wander afterwards? Right? Like, am I crazy, or is like Foster's just like the mean part of Craig McCracken's career?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there was something going on that we don't know about. Who knows?
No, I'm not trying to speculate, or I'm just joking. But it is weird because from what I know about Wander Over Yonder, it's a very positive show. Kid Cosmic is a super positive, friendly, everyone's likable type of show. I don't know if it's like a course correction from Foster's that people say it's too mean. We hurt Craig.
Yeah, we praised Gendy too much that Craig felt left out.
But am I, like, even the Powerpuff Girls, which certainly there are episodes.
There's a couple episodes that can be a little like, oh, here it comes the word. Mean-spirited.
Town and out, am I right?
Oh,
Moral decay.
the ending of Mime for a change. That clown didn't deserve it.
We're making fun of it, but we also agree with those opinions.
Yeah, well.
Well, I mean,
Yeah. But yeah, no,
dear.
I don't know. It is Foster's definitely feels kind of in a way like the odd one out in that context specifically, because yeah, it definitely seems to be the most.
No, but so many, like, I'm not wrong that so many plot lines in the show are like the nice character gets just tortured by everyone else. Like there's episodes where Mac is like just doing the nice thing and being nice, and Blue just like takes super advantage of him. There's episodes where Wilt gets super taken advantage of. There's episodes where Eduardo gets taken advantage of. Like, there's tons of episodes where Frankie gets taken advantage of. Like, that's basically her whole character, is that Mr. Herman's using her for free labor because she's related to Madame Foster.
Mm-hmm.
Like, anyway, my point is just that, like, this is an episode where the episode's basically about that. It's about the fact that Frankie gets crapped on all the time and taken for granted. And then and then it kind of gives her like a nice vacation, and then everyone tries to treat her better. I think it's got some really creative scenes. Like, this is the only time I think in the series that we enter like an actual imagination world. Well, maybe the Blue Super Dude episodes.
Yeah.
But I think it's a really cool use of the whole imagination thing. I think the villain is interesting and fun. It's a good storyline for Frankie, and it's a fun adventure. I don't think it is as good as the Wilt episode, because I don't think it has as strong of an emotional storyline.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I think the Wilt one has a lot of stuff where we really get into like why Wilt helps people, and the time he feels like he failed, and his disfigurement, and like all this stuff. Whereas this one is more just like, Frankie isn't treated right.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it belongs in the award-worthy tier.
Yeah, I think that's fair. What I really liked about this episode was, of course, the way it kind of discusses Frankie, but also I really liked the main villain, because it was a very interesting way to kind of essentially have the imaginary friend be the environment. It was really cool that the imaginary friend could basically possess literally anything within its world at any point in time. There's a lot of cool, unique backgrounds and interesting places that they go. I love the way that they trap the imaginary friend in the desert at that one point.
Yeah,
that was pretty great. Yeah, it's really good. There's a lot of memorable things, and I like the ultimate conclusion in the end. And yeah, no, I'd say it's award worthy for sure. Yeah. Definitely.
All right. Do we want to do some minor rearranging real quick?
Oh, yeah, let's see. Olive needs to be at the top. No, I'm kidding.
No, I don't think anything needs to.
No.
Actually, I don't think anything needs to shift tiers.
I'm pretty satisfied with where everything is as far as what tier they're in.
Okay, well then, loosely, how would we rank like in that top tier?
I'd probably put Clone Wars above Jack.
I'd put Clone Wars 2
Clone
above
Wars
Jack.
2 above Jack, yeah.
And then maybe Jack, Clone Wars 1, and Foster's.
I think that's fair, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
In the award-worthy tier, I'm
not going to say it because I'm going to mess it up.
Oh my god, Martin.
Yes, Martin.
Our friend Martin.
Okay, I'm going to forget anyways. I think that one's pretty good.
Okay. I mean, I would put Olive in the lowest of that category. I know you wouldn't necessarily. I think I would put Foster's second. And then I'd go Martin, Foster's, Big Al, Samurai, Olive. That's where I would go.
Martin, Foster.
Still here?
Yeah, sorry. I'm thinking in my head. I definitely put Martin on the far left, 100%. And then I don't know, this gets into that apples to oranges thing again, because it's like I feel like I can't compare Olive to a dinosaur documentary to an anime.
I think the use of like the combination of CG, real world history, and narrative makes Big Al something special.
I do too, but that's why I'm kind of inclined to put it above Foster's.
All right.
But
yeah.
Because, yeah, I really do think that one actually had some genuine passion behind it. And, again, it's the most innovative of all of the documentaries that we watched.
All right, come on. We don't have all night.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of want to put Big Al, like, second behind Martin.
All right. That's fine. I'm fine with that.
And then, yeah, Foster's. And then, I guess, Samurai, and then Olive. I'll concede it to you. But...
Okay.
But yeah, okay. Deserved by technicality, Spawn, or Walking with Dinosaurs? Which ones?
They could just stay.
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
think I like Spawn better, but that's fine. Yeah.
Good but not good enough. I'd probably move. I'd move South Park up.
Yeah. Honestly, I think Tailspin is fine being first. I think South Park second, Justice League, and then Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah, that's probably how I'd do it. In the mech category, I'd put Escape from Cluster Prime and Heckboy above Willows.
Yeah, I'd probably put Heckboy first.
Yeah.
You got me saying it.
Yeah, I do.
I'd put Heckboy first, and then... I don't know.
I'd probably put it in the order that it's at. Heckboy, Escape, Willows, and Secrets of the Deep.
I'd put Secrets of the Deep above Willows.
Okay, I'll give you that because I didn't watch that one.
Okay.
Martin's other friends. Big Al, Foster's, Afro Samurai, and Olive. Oh, man.
Well.
All right. Okay, now we get to the good stuff. So, yikes category.
It all goes at the bottom.
Yeah, I kind of want to put Nigel at the front of all of these because at least Nigel was likable. Unlike
Right,
anything
fine.
else in these nominees.
That's fun. And then Camp Laszlo.
Yeah.
I don't love Camp Laszlo, but
Okay.
it's animated. It's like the animation's nice on Laszlo.
Yeah.
And then
Do you want the one with the disgusting human-monkey hybrids? Do you want the one where the dinosaurs all group around a big dinosaur and watch it fall over and die? Or the one with the disgusting millipede creature?
just leave it the way it is. They can all be
Okay.
together. They're all
Okay.
lumped together in my brain. And then Family
No,
Guy
I'm putting Blue Harvest last. I'll fight
Yep.
anyone on that.
I'm
It
sorry,
is the
guys.
worst piece of trash.
I agree. Oh dear.
It is just lazy copying from somebody else that did it better.
Yeah. Yep. Oh gosh. And then and then Dragon's World gets disqualified
Yep.
because it's a lot of live action. It's also misinformation, and we don't stand that here.
No.
It's very funny, but it gets disqualified. So
Yeah, that's the
Um,
ranking then. There you
there
go.
we go. So Gendy is GOAT. We
Gendy
knew
is the
this.
best. He will be very happy when he sees this.
Yep. Followed by Craig McCracken,
Yep.
and then Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
good
that kind
stuff.
of implies that we think Martin Luther King Jr. is. No, never mind. I'm not even gonna say that.
That's
in
not
jest.
true at all. We're not
That's
talking
not
about
true.
the actual issues or the
No,
actual
Martin Luther
person.
King made it. He made it
No.
special.
Martin Luther King passed away before this was made, Pie. Okay? No, that's not what we're saying.
All
at
right,
all.
that's fair. I mean, no disrespect. Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah.
is a very
Absolutely.
amazing, prolific human who did a lot
Absolutely,
for,
and
for
definitely
social justice.
Definitely
and-
needs to be remembered.
Yes. All jokes aside.
The three goats of animation. Gendy Tartakovsky, Craig McCracken, and MLK.
Oh gosh.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Bet
yeah.
you guys didn't think we'd be putting a dinosaur documentary
that high up, did you?
as number 6?
Yeah.
there? Yeah. Big Al really, even after, and Big Al had the disadvantage of being like almost at the end.
Mm-hmm.
After we were just fed up. We were fed up. Boy. Yeah. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this because we're doing it again.
Our friend Gendy. Oh my god.
Oh boy.
They need to make that. We need to make a historical documentary on Gendy's life, and we'll call it Our Friend Gendy.
I want to point out that Kids Next Door and Billy and Mandy got absolutely robbed in this category.
Oh, absolutely.
Utterly robbed. That, like, unfair that none of those specials out of Operation Zero, interviews, Grim Adventures of the K&D, Big Boogie Adventure, Spider Queen. I don't even know if Spider Queen is good or whatever. But, like, I remember those were huge, big TV movies that all would have fit in these categories. Mm-hmm. At least have been some competition. But for whatever reason, nope.
Ego Trip should have been nominated too when that was made.
Definitely.
That absolutely deserved.
Cartoon Network in general. I mean, it seems like Gendy and Craig, aside from the one Camp Lazlo one, right? Like, I don't know. Maybe they were really pushing.
Yeah, and look at the
girls.
Look at the Nick representation on there though. My life is a teenage robot. Okay, that's it.
That's a good point because Nickelodeon had
plenty of specials.
Jimmy Neutron had a bunch of TV movies. Fairly Odd Parents had a bunch of, like, Channel Chasers for sure. Right?
The Jimmy Timmy Power Hour could have been put up there. Like, they could have pushed that. Yeah.
I don't think Courage got robbed. Courage didn't have any
Courage didn't have an hour-long special.
In the half-hour category, sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Nickelodeon made a lot of TV movies, and Cartoon Network made like a handful, and the ones that Cartoon Network made were genuinely really good.
Really
good. Like, so I don't know. Yeah. I don't really know what happened here. I mean, clearly there was this weird bias towards documentaries, but, like, don't they have a documentary category? I feel like they must. I don't know.
They do, but these are animated documentaries.
Yeah,
it's sad. So much animation. That's right.
The Rugrats special, All Grown Up. That thing was like the most watched thing on Nickelodeon for years.
Yeah.
And it actually might still be. I don't know, but, like, that was hugely culturally important to a generation of kids.
Yeah.
44 minutes qualifies. The hour or more is with commercials, just FYI. So, you know.
Yeah, because those Foster episodes are that. Powerpuff Girls is that. Escape from Cluster Prime, Where's Lazlo? Those are all. I think even Blue Harvest is 45 minutes.
Yeah, all of the actually animated ones, aside from, like, the ones based on original properties, they're all under an hour. The Powerpuff Girls one is.
Samurai Jack is a full hour. I believe Clone Wars are both full hours.
Okay.
But
what about Ed, Ed and Eddie?
Yeah, big picture show.
Like,
yo, what the heck?
Right? I mean, Proud Family movie. Yeah, where's Disney? Disney's not even on here at all.
Oh yeah.
I mean, unless you count Star Wars retroactively.
I guess. I don't.
Family Guy. Family Guy's a Disney show now. We all know this. Ugh. No, but, like, seriously, yeah. The Kim Possible TV movies, Proud Family, Tailspin is Disney. Okay, that's fair. That is fair. But that one is super old.
Did Phineas and Ferb have a special within the time frame or no?
Yeah, Phineas and Ferb had their Across the Second Dimension.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what year that was.
There's also the Candace one.
Yeah, I'm just trying to, because this ended in 2009. I wasn't sure what years those specials came out.
That's right. It did end. That's right. That's right.
The Wishology trilogy, that could have been on there.
Yeah.
Absolutely right.
Ben 10 had... Yeah, no.
Yeah, dude, where's the Ben 10 love? That's right.
Well, to be fair, some of those were live action.
Well, yeah.
And the animation in there is not...
Yeah, so they're saying 2011 for the Phineas and Ferb stuff, so that's why that didn't make it. But it could have. Totally could have.
Summer did not belong to us. Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, yeah. So, in general, this category was kind of a mess, I would say.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
you know, I mean, some of the stuff that did get picked, as we pointed out, like Afro Samurai, like those are genuinely cool picks from things that aren't necessarily even mainstream. Like not everyone knows about them. So that's cool.
Yeah.
That's you know, someone brings up a good point. I'm surprised Atlantis SquarePants didn't get nominated, or even Truth or Square. As much as I hate that thing, Nickelodeon clearly saw it as a big thing, right? And I don't know. So,
yeah,
but yeah, no. And I think what's egregious about this is that at least in the half-hour category, you know, we could argue that certain things could have been nominated, but in almost every case, they had 5 nominees. In some cases, they had 4.
Yep.
But for the most part, they had 5. This one, they couldn't even be mustered. Like, they couldn't even... What was the most in one? What was it, 3? 4?
The year that had Laszlo, Foster's, whatever the other... what, Secrets of the Deep, and... I'm scanning for it. Heck Boy. I believe those 4 were all in one year. But... yeah, no, that was one thing I was going to comment on is there's no consistency with this category at all. Some years, like, yeah, there's 3 or 4. Some years there's 2. Some years there's only one thing nominated. So it's like, what's even the point of nominating it? If it's just like, it's the only competitor, it automatically wins. What's the point? You know, I mean, I guess recognition, but like, and then some years they just don't have it at all. Like they had it. What really baffles me is they had it in 1991 and then it goes away for 6 years. Comes back in 97, then it disappears again, comes back in 99, and then it goes all the way to 2009, and then they just got rid of it entirely.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not even like it was tapering out. Like 2006, 7, 8, 9, those ones were the years that had 3 or 4 nominees, and then 2009 only had 2, but they were both pretty unique and interesting. Like they could have kept that, but they just didn't feel like it.
According to Philip K., we had 11 nominees in the upper half in the award-worthy, 14 in the lower half, and then the 1 disqualified. So that's 15 nominees that we didn't think were award worthy, like at all.
Yeah,
we're not even talking about really like what deserves to win the award. That's like maybe the top category, like just what deserved to even be up there in the running. That's messed up because this is like not every year even had one. Like yeah, it is especially shocking because I would say the 2000s were the king of the TV movie because that's when most of these Nickelodeon I mean Avatar, like you could consider any of those 2-parters to be a TV movie.
Absolutely. They
were aired together. Like but that's not on. I mean granted that was towards the very end of the category, but still a lot of them qualify. Yeah, as we mentioned, Jimmy Neutron, Danny Phantom, Fairly Odd Parents, you know, we listed them all. But, like, there are so many things that could have been on here that this category could have actually... And a lot of times when they did these TV movies, they did pull out all the stops. Yes. They did have a slightly, like, a better budget. They did have more time to work on it. They did put a lot of effort into them, and it's sad to see that not be recognized. Not even up there. Not that, like... There's a different universe where this stuff got nominated and then lost to dinosaur documentaries, and we're mad at that. But these things didn't even get to be recognized, and I think that's dumb.
Absolutely. There was so much animated movies and specials being made, you know, at that time. Animation was booming with that, and the fact that so much of it just got overlooked, it just shows how much of a joke the Emmys category for this is. You know, because it's like so much get missed, and I mean we'll get more into the problems with it as we do the other tier list in the coming weeks.
So just really quickly before we wrap up here, I do want to compare our notes to what has actually won. Yeah. So, let's see. So in 1991, Tailspin was the only thing nominated, but it didn't win. As someone in the comments mentioned, it has to have like 50% approval, and it didn't even get that.
Oh,
I don't know.
Then how? So did more than half the voters just not vote for it? Like
they just opted out. They didn't feel like voting that year. Okay. It happens.
All right.
Sometimes you don't feel like doing your job. I know they're volunteers, but still. Okay, and then in Where's the hour more? Okay. The Willows in Winter also didn't win.
Wow. Okay, so they were just nominated and didn't even win. So I was even under the wrong impression there. Okay. I mean, I guess that's better that they didn't win unopposed. But oh, that's so stupid.
Okay. Todd McFarlane's Spawn won. It beat out Our Friend Martin. So Our Friend Martin didn't win, but Spawn did win, and we did consider that a award worthy on technicality. So okay. So we got one. There's one that we agree with so far. Walking with Dinosaurs, the first one, won. It beat out all of the other reindeer. So that's 2.
Yeah.
That we got.
I'm not happy about that one though. But...
Allosaurus, the Walking with Dinosaurs special. Is that Big Al?
Yes, that's Big Al.
Yeah, the Ballad of Big Al. All right, that's 3. We got 3 guys.
Well, that one was unopposed.
It was, correct. Then we have Walking with Prehistoric Beasts. That's not on our thing. That apparently beat Samurai Jack and When Dinosaurs Roamed America.
That's just ugh.
So we're still got 3. Chased by Dinosaurs won in 2003 against Nothing. That's not on our list. 2004, nope. Clone Wars won.
Yep.
Okay. That's 4. Beat out the Powerpuff Girls. 2005, Clone Wars again won. That's 5.
Yep.
That we think are worthy. All right. That somehow beat out Dragons. Somehow.
Thank goodness.
Before the Dinosaurs won over Teenage Robot. It's not on ours.
Nope.
And I know some of these are competing against each other. I just want to see. Camp Lazlo won in 2007, beating out Good Will Hunting, Heck Boy, and Secrets of the Deep. So
Yeah.
South Park Imagination Land beat out Blue Harvest and New Frontier. None of those were on ours.
Nope.
Destination Imagination won in 2009. All right, that's 6. That beat out Afro Samurai.
And that's it.
Yeah, 6. We agree with 6.
Yep.
All right. We will.
But in all fairness, 1999, 2000, and 2009, we had both nominees in the top, so those were guaranteed corrections.
That's fair.
So really, only 3 of those weren't guaranteed.
That's fair. No, Simpsons actually wouldn't be eligible, Philip, because part 1 and 2 aired, like, one aired before the summer and the other aired after the summer. They didn't air at the same time, and that's the only 2-parter until the 2010s. So that's one area that the Simpsons couldn't even be qualified for. But all right, everyone. So next week we are going to be doing this, but we are going to be doing it with the the lower 50% of the half-hour category. We took everything in the half-hour category and we split it up roughly into a things that we are kind of about and a things that we are more positive about. Yep. It's not exact. There might be some things on this upcoming next week that go in the upper category, but we just kind of loosely sorted it because, as you can see, we went super long and this is only like 30 things. Yeah. So we got a lot to rank, but that's the deal. So next week is going to be half of the half hour, and then the week after that's going to be the other half of the half hour.
Yeah, so we still got quite a lot to go over one more time before the end of the show, but
yeah. We did watch Liquid Television. Don't worry about that.
We did watch it.
Talk about that. We'll talk about that when we get to that. Yep. So all right. Thank you guys for joining us. We hope you enjoyed. PIEGUYRULZ out.
Yeah, we'll see you guys next week.